The U.S. Supreme Court is set to consider one of the biggest civil rights issues facing the nation this week. Today, justices will begin hearing a case that could decide the future of same-sex marriage. CBS News reporter Marcy Jones is live in the studio to explain what this decision could mean for people in the United States. Good morning, Marcy.
Good morning, Kevin. Well, the question that rests before the U.S. Supreme Court is simple. That is, do same-sex couples have the constitutional right to marry? But the answer isn't so clear, and that's because of lower court decisions that upheld same-sex marriage bans in individual states. Even though just 2 years ago, in a major gay rights case, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled same-sex couples who were already married did have the right to receive federal benefits, but it lacked specific language to answer other critical questions, like could individual states ban same-sex marriage? And do states have the obligation to recognize lawful marriages from other states? Those are the types of questions the justices will have to face over the course of this case. Those who support legalization of same-sex marriage say state bans violate equal protection under the law. Others argue the state bans should remain, saying this isn't about how marriage is defined, but who makes that decision.
Is it the people through the democratic process where this issue has always been decided, or is it the courts? And it's the position of the states that the people get to decide.
37 states and Washington, D.C. now all allow same-sex marriage, and a recent CNN poll shows support is growing across the country to an all-time high. Just 5 years ago, 49% of Americans saw same-sex marriage as being a constitutionally protected right. That number has jumped to 63%. And Kevin, I just looked on Twitter, and the hashtag #LoveCan'tWait is trending, and we know that people are already camping out in front of the U.S. Supreme Court, so a lot of people are waiting to hear this decision.
Is this similar to what happened 2 or 3 years ago when this kind of same issue was going through the courts the first time? Well, thanks, Marcy. And because the case is so important, the justices have granted the attorneys an extra half hour to argue their case. That's rare. The highly anticipated decision is expected to come at the end of June.